I say this respectfully. Please watch this video in its entirety or don't watch it at all. So if you're a fan or casual watcher of The Simpsons, a great show by the way, you notice that a few years ago, Apu, owner of the kwik-e-mart, was quietly retired as a main character. While I do respect some of the problematic aspects of the character, which implies, and at least I'm honest, that I think Apu's character also does some good, I think the show's creators and most Americans are missing something more important than worrying about Apu and his catchphrase.
Thank you, come again.
The Simpsons is such a smart show, filled with interesting references, nuance, and depth, but I think the complete ignorance of how problematic Marge Simpson's character is yet again another example of how America truly hates and looks down at women. And I'm a regular, straight guy, whatever that's supposed to mean, making this complaint. Shows and characters start in one era and need to evolve as time goes on, right? And the show's creators have even said maybe Apu will come back in another way. But what about Marge? She's never had the chance to evolve. Marge is relegated to being a housewife, where there are countless episodes, and I've seen every single episode of The Simpsons, some more than twice, of her getting excited about a dirty house, since a dirty house is one she gets to clean. There have been countless episodes of Marge getting excited about, for example, a new vacuum cleaner, a new iron, a kitchen appliance, and so on. As if all her worries in life are over now that she has a new washer machine with a separate tray for fabric softener. The overly patronizing manner in which everyone treats Marge is proudly on display, episode after episode. How about the episode where Homer and Bart go on the road to start a trucking business, and Marge, Lisa, and Maggie are stuck at home? Now, Marge's character has always had her own car, but what does Marge and her daughters do when the guys aren't home? Go to a museum? Or even a girls' spa day for some meaningful quality time? No. They go to a doorbell store. Not a store that sells doorbells like the Home Depot, but a doorbell store, as if that even exists. And after the doorbell is installed, Marge patiently and frustratingly waits for someone, anyone, to ring the doorbell, as if it's her sole mission in life to be domesticated on every and all issues. When you make a doorbell store in a show, something that doesn't even exist, that's not stereotyping and patronizing the hell out of someone and their role? At least the kwik-e-mart exists in real life. It's called a convenience store. Oh wait, there was an episode when Marge was empowered, when she went for liposuction and the doctor accidentally gave her breast implants instead, where she was the envy of all the men in Springfield. That episode, number 4 of the 14th season, was actually called Large Marge. All of this isn't a problem for you? You don't see this as problematic of a deep-rooted history in this country of women being talked down to and relegated and defined to a very specific role? And I need to say one more thing about Apu. God bless him, by the way. The Simpsons isn't the same without him. And even though you don't want to hear this, and I'm saying it publicly, every time I've been in a 7-Eleven my entire life, there's always an Indian behind the counter who often, not always, but often, does have an Indian accent. And that's simply the damn truth. Does that mean when I see an Indian walking down the street, I automatically think he owns a 7-Eleven? No. Should I assume that he's a software engineer? You know what? Why don't you just tell me, Mr. and Mrs. Liberal, what stereotype you're comfortable with? Look, it's not my fault that you don't like reality. So send me your comments and questions, and each week you'll get a chance to win a copy of one of my books. Your choice, either my book on presentation skills or business writing skills.